Today the moon is opposite Pluto and Mars is sextile Uranus, and I'm going to translate for you what that kind of astrology means. On a personal level, it means that we are highly motivated to do things differently, to approach common challenges, certain triggers, the things that we see every day throughout our lives, going, wait a minute, stop, I just don't want to feel this anymore. I don't want to get sucked into this. Whatever it is that you want to just throw a monkey wrench in and say, hey, I don't want to get stuck in this cycle. Today's the day to really look at things differently. Today's the day to really kind of have that energy where you can be the observer, that you won't get absorbed, that you'll really be able to take a step back and you say, you know what? I can see my shadow. I can see my shadow really, really clearly today. That's the influence of the moon opposite Pluto. The moon has just moved in. Well, the moon's going to be opposite Pluto at the final degrees of Cancer, and then right after that, it's going to move into Leo. And what we have triggered here is a moment where we can let our ego go. But our ego is going to be shown to us. It's going to be shown to us so clearly, right in our faces. It might be the kind of moment where you kind of realize that your mouth is running, you realize that words are coming out, and you aren't even conscious of the effort behind formulating those words. And then you go, oh my God, what am I saying? That's the kind of moment where you might catch yourself. You might see things differently. It might even be in a situation where you notice it in someone else. But here's the thing. Once we see it, we can't unsee it. And if anybody shows you who they really are, please pay attention. And as soon as you see for yourself what your shadow looks like, pay attention. It's time to learn. It's time to grow. It's also time to let go of the things that are dragging us down. And, you know, the disappointment card is what I call it, the 5 of Cups. That's our card for today. And we see somebody really kind of torn up because there's a bunch of wine spilled at the beach. We're having a party. This person's really sad, right? Well, here's the thing about the 5 of Cups. We always see 3 cups spilled. Where's the other ones, right? The other ones are upright. And I love how the artist did this because, you know, grief comes in waves. And things that disappoint us, things that fall apart, has a way of like sucking in our attention. You can imagine that there's probably a great party happening, but this person's like, no, right? That's life, you know, and the crappy stuff really seems to stick. But we have to let the grief come in waves, and then we have to make that really difficult but concerted effort to shift our attention towards gratitude. Well, let's be grateful. We got fresh glasses. We got a fresh bottle of wine. You know, everything's going to be okay, right? Don't spill over. Don't cry over spilled wine. We're all going to cry over something, you know, and if you've been dealing with a lot, one tiny thing could be the camel's, you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back. It could be the one thing that just cracks you open. That's okay. Let the tears flow. If we allow the water to come out, and boy, during Scorpio season, it's gonna, if you let the tears come out, we have a way of releasing. It's the body's way of actually experiencing an endocrine system, that's your hormone system, a response in which you are able to flush the emotions, you're able to have a physical, feel better moment. So yeah, go with the flow. Might be a challenging day, but we have an opportunity to respond differently. We have an opportunity to shift our attention, and I wish you guys all the very best in all of those difficult moments and choices. I feel ya. I'm Erin. I'm Queen Bee Tarot. Thank you for being here, and I will see you tomorrow.